what does doing SEO for a small business actually entail? And I feel like you were just talking about that a little bit, but if you were to come up with a general, somebody is just starting out and they've got their business and like, what are the things that they need to be looking at?
Okay, so let's start with the simple, right? The basics. You got to have a website that has good quality information, that is user focused, is fast, easy to access, responsive, meaning like it's quick and snappy. Makes it easy for the user to get in touch with you, find you, or purchase your product, depending on what it is that you do. You definitely want to get yourself listed in Google Business Profiles. The local, particularly if you're a local business, I think that's the question, right? For small local business. You definitely want to get yourself into Google Business Profiles. Make sure that everything in the profile is filled out properly. Making sure that you're tracking your phone calls and your clicks that come from that, so that you can understand how are people finding you. Are they finding you in that local? You definitely want to get some social media profiles going. So you want to get your basics, at least get your Facebook, get your Instagram, get your LinkedIn. Certainly get a LinkedIn page for sure. In LinkedIn, you have a profile for you as a person, as an individual, but then you can also create a company profile. Just like Facebook, you have a Facebook, profile that's for you, but then you can have a page, and the page can be your company information. And same thing is true there. Facebook, have a Facebook page, have a LinkedIn page for your business. Begin to try to acquire links to your website. Get yourself listed in local directories, in topically related, industry related, or geographically related directories, places that list you. Go build your brand, go join the local chamber of commerce, go join the Better Business Bureau, go join other places where you find other business professionals there. Take a look at your competition, find out who you are competing with and see what they're doing. How many times do they post a blog? How many times and where do they post social media? How many links do they have? Who's linking to them? What kind of links do they have? What kind of pages do they have on their website? Because in order for you to compete, I used to use the example a lot. I'm not a race guy, but I used to use the example of getting into like a NASCAR race with a pedal car, right? Even if you had 10 laps a head start, you can get lapped very quickly by a NASCAR. And you think about like these stock car races, right? They're all basically the same, right? They're all stock. They're all, the same. The only real difference is the crews, the driver, maybe the tires, and how the crews work the stuff. But like the cars, in essence, are basically the same. And you want to, in order to compete with those other cars, you have to have a car of equivalent potential, a driver with equivalent potential or equivalent skills, a pit crew that's got potential same skills. Otherwise, you can't compete. You can't take some strangers off the street who doesn't drive, get him in a NASCAR race and expect him to do anything but crash. Or get him in a car that is a Honda Civic or something from the 1976 and get him in the race. They're not going to win. They're not going to have a chance. And so if you don't look at your competition, don't look at what they do, see what they're doing, evaluate what they're doing, and then try to at least do as much as they're doing, you're never going to win. And also keep in mind this, it's going to take time. You're a newborn, right? It's going to take you time to learn how to stand up. Or no, wait, you have to first know how to roll over. Then you have to crawl. Then you have to pull yourself up. Then you have to walk, right? Then you have to feed yourself. And you have to learn how to run. And you know what I mean? It's like, and you have to learn how to, make money, earn income, get a skill, go to school. All these things, all things take time to get better and better and better at. So get things going on the ground. Get some either training, which can definitely help. Get some advice from people that are in the industry or in an industry that can help you. Get some help from qualified individuals that can kind of let you run the business and let them take care of the technical stuff or help you out with some of those things. So there's a lot. I mean, you got to make sure you're mobile friendly. You got to get your local. You got to get your social. You got to get your links. You got to have blog and your content got to get created and developed and written properly. You've got to know some kind of, you need some web design. You can certainly use templates and things like that to kind of give you a basic look and feel, but to customize stuff, you're going to need some kind of a developer or a programmer or something. But there's so many different specialties in essence. There's people that only do local search. There's people that only do social media. There's people that only do paid ads. People that only do web design. And then there's people that do a little bit of everything, kind of like, our business, our agency side of things, we do a little bit of everything, right? We write content, we do local, we track your stuff, we fix your technical issues, we can build up your website, we can add new content, we can evaluate the competition, we can, get you onto LinkedIn and help with maybe some paid ads in other places. But there is a lot to do just to get found. And let's face it, if you're starting a business, you also have to run the business. You have to go get leads, and you have to go make phone calls, and you have to follow up, and you have to write proposals, and then you got to do the work, right? I mean, someone's got to do the work too. So it's a lot. It's not like it used to be much easier. 10, 15 years ago, it was much simpler. You didn't have local really. You didn't, pay was smaller. There was no social back 15 years ago. You have to worry about that. You had a website. So, you had a website. Now you have what I call a web presence, not a website. You have properties all over the place, right? You have all the different, and of course you keep adding social properties. You got LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, and what is it now? X, and Instagram, and TikTok, and LinkedIn, and before there'll be some other one around the corner that's going to be up and running, and you have to deal with that as well. So it's almost like it's a full-time job just to market the business. Just like it's a full-time job to actually run a business, So it takes a lot, it entails a lot, and it takes a lot of know-how, knowledge, and experience. And it's certainly absolutely take it on your own if you want, but if you take it on your own, you have to learn the skills properly. And again, the All-Star program, that's what we're doing, man. We're giving you, tons of information about all these different things, about local, about social, about whatever, or about technical stuff, so that you can create better websites, do it the right way, get it to a place where Google likes it, and give you that shot at getting found, getting ranked, converting those users from visitors to clients. So